You're watching E.T.N. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to do our review for Arrow Season 4, the premiere. And I gotta say, I think the first episode was really good. I really thought it was a good episode. If I'm gonna criticize anything and get it out the way right away, the whole Felicity Oliver thing in the suburbs was just so weird. And I have to applaud them for not making like a little story out of that, like, oh, well, how soon will Oliver come back? I'm glad they just kind of left that right away because that would not have gone over well if they decided to make like a 3-episode arc of how long it takes before Arrow comes back. And I love the touch that it actually was Felicity that missed doing what they did more than Oliver. And I can't blame her for being bored because for those few segments where it was going on, I was bored. But outside of that, I thought it was a good episode. You know, we see Thea has obviously come a long way. I gotta say, I think she's already surpassed, well, I think she's always been ahead of Laurel, but Laurel's gotten better, but she's still getting her ass kicked every now and then. But Thea, boy, she's really got some skill, and she's gotten a lot better. Obviously, the training with her father, Merlin, Malcolm Merlin, obviously helped a great deal. So we see Diggle, and we all saw this helmet well before the season began, and this helmet has been the brunt of some really bad jokes. And I mean bad as in, wow, that's racist. It doesn't look good. I'm hoping it's something they don't stick with for too long, but we'll see. You know, it is what it is. Look, we know that he's doing it to hide his identity, and that's that. So, but overall, I thought the episode was really good. I like how he came back, and you see he is kind of changed. He is much more lighthearted. I like the fact that they finally are going to be calling him the Green Arrow. It's only taken 3 seasons for them to get to this point. But he's obviously trying to shed the other identity, even going as far as to say that the hood was, you know, a sign of darkness and stuff like that, not so many words. And he's trying to shed that and show, a hero that is much more, not lighthearted, but a hero that is not, that's using light. Like he said in his speech, he was like showing that light can defeat darkness and whatnot. Damien Dark looks like a very intriguing villain to start the season, and they picked a very good actor. So I'm excited to see that development, and I'm hoping he sustains at least until the first half of the season. But I rather, from what I've seen so far, and I like the actor so much, I just think that they should keep him around for a while. But we'll see. He might be like the first half arc villain, and then we go from there. So we see that Captain Lance and Laurel have seemed to patch things up for the most part. He's still very reluctant in accepting her vigilante practice, but obviously he's tolerating it. But what's more interesting is he's in bed with Damien Dark in some way, and I'm sure it's not because he has any ill intent. Damien Dark obviously is a very powerful man. I'm sure he's holding some things over Captain Lance's head that is forcing him into this position. I mean, Captain Lance even told him, look, I'm not, you know, you wanted me to help you, but this is mass murder, and that's not what I'm here to do, whatnot. Now he's putting Captain Lance in a difficult position because he wants to catch the Green Arrow. He knows the Green Arrow is a big threat. Captain Lance is not very fond of Oliver already, but I don't think he's going to sell out Oliver that easily. I think he knows that as much as he hates Oliver, he himself is not one to condemn somebody like that. He's more about justice. He'd rather catch Oliver and put him behind bars than send somebody out to kill him. So I don't think he's going to give him up just yet, but it looks like his hand might be forced. So that'll be very interesting to see what happens there. Diggle and Oliver are, you know, Diggle obviously is just tolerating Oliver right now. I think Lila is going to be a good key as to them getting back to where they were. And I think Diggle will get there. I think in some ways he even kind of gave that feeling that he'll get back to that point, but not now. Not now. It's just too soon for him. And I don't blame him. In fact, he's a better man than me. Best friend or no best friend, if somebody put my wife and my kids in danger like that, I'd be in jail for murder. So he's a better man than I am. So, but from a story standpoint, because of their relationship and their history, and now that he knows why Oliver did it, he obviously told Oliver, look, I just don't understand why you didn't trust me. You trusted Malcolm Merlin over me. And I think that's where Diggle's at now. I think he's past the whole putting my family in danger. I think now he's at, all right, I know why you did that, but why didn't you come to me? Why didn't you talk to me? And once they work that out, I think we'll see the Diggle and the Oliver Queen of old. But that, again, that's something that's going to take a little bit of time. Might take a couple episodes, 4 or 5 episodes. But nonetheless, it's still good to see the team back together. I'm going to be very interested to see Thea, you know, because she's got wicked skill, but she's got a lust for blood. And that's another conflict that I see developing with Oliver. Oliver trying to teach her to, you know, take it easy, don't go out killing people. Finally, the most intriguing part of this episode was the end, where they jumped 6 months. And we see Oliver in the graveyard, and cemetery rather. And the Flash shows up. Barry Allen shows up. Apologizes for being late. Right there, Oliver acknowledges Zoom, so we know that at that point in both series, Zoom is a factor that Barry's dealing with. And someone close to Oliver has been killed. And that's a little disturbing. There's not too many people left on Oliver's side that he can lose. There's a very small handful. So you have Laurel, Thea, Felicity, and Diggle. It's one of those 4. It has to be. If I'm a betting man, I'm going to think either Felicity or Diggle. That's my bet. But something's leaning more towards Felicity, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm really not. So it's a little bit, it's like, oh my God. But overall, a very, very good opening episode for Arrow. A lot of good things being set up. Obviously, that ending that's going to stick with a lot of us for a while until we actually find out what happens. But until then, there's a lot of things I think they're going to keep us busy going into the mid-season finale. Obviously, the relationship with Diggle, relationship with Thea. How are Oliver and Felicity going to conduct this relationship while back on the streets fighting crime? Captain Lance's involvement with Damien Darhk and Damien Darhk himself. And, of course, whether or not we'll see Malcolm Merlyn pop up at some point, which I'm sure we will. So there's some very exciting things going on. I'm very excited for the season. Off to a good start. What did you think about the season opening? Did you like the first episode? Did you not like it? Give your reasons why. Until next week, this is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit E.T.N.'s Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description.